Namaskar and welcome back. Today we have a beautiful discourse which shares a secret about how to reduce that feeling of separateness with the divine and how to surrender your mind. So let's get into it. Discourse is called Bhakti is the Best Avenue for Salvation, and it's taken from Ananda Vachanamritam, Part 6. The great saint Maharishi Narada has said, Bhakti Bhagavato Seva, devotion is service to God. Now how can one serve Parama Purus'a? Parama Purus'a does not want any seva or service. But Parama Purus'a has many children in this universe, and you should serve them all. That service to his children is service or seva to him. It does not matter that he does not want any service. It is of no use to try to serve Parama Purus'a directly. For what can you offer to please him, to satisfy him? There is nothing that you can offer to him, for he has everything. He has no want. This world is full of precious stones and jewels. He owns them all. So what can you offer him? What have you got with you to offer? Moreover, Parama Prakriti, the mother of creation, is his spouse. If even Parama Purus'a should ask for anything, Parama Prakriti would provide it instantly. You do not have that capacity. What can Parama Purus'a ask from human beings? Suppose Parama Purus'a wanted a cup of coffee. It would take you a minute and a half to prepare it, whereas Parama Prakriti would produce it in the twinkle of an eye. You could never match that performance. So what should you offer to him? Devang kimapi bhavate purushottamaya, O Parama Purus'a, O my Lord Purushottama, what can I offer to you? I can offer you nothing, because I have nothing to offer. And whatever I would offer, such as flowers, garlands, sandal paste, whatever I want to offer to you, all of those things have been created by you. That is why I am able to offer them to you. So the actual ownership is yours. The only difference is that they are being offered through my hands. But I am accustomed to people telling me, O Parama Purus'a, that I am a third-class devotee. I have also heard that those who are first-class devotees, prominent bhaktas, famous bhaktas, have satisfied and pleased you so greatly with their action that they have managed to snatch away your mind from you. You have surrendered your mind, for the top bhaktas of yours have taken it away from you. So, if they have taken away your mind, then you must have some vacuum, some want in you. But O Parama Purus'a, you don't have to worry. I offer my mind to you. Please accept it. So the first part of the discourse is saying that there's no point to try to serve Parama Purus'a directly. He doesn't need anything. He doesn't want any service. The best, if you want to serve him, if you want to please him, serve him by serving his children. And that's a nice ideation to have when you're doing service. I am serving Parama Purus'a by serving his children. I am pleasing Parama Purus'a by loving the creation and serving the creation. And it says that, everything in the creation is his. There's nothing that we can do. He has everything. He's not lacking anything. What do we have that we can offer him? But then at the end it says, well, there is something, and that is the mind. And of course, if everything belongs to Him, our mind belongs to Him also. But the problem is that we haven't admitted that. We haven't realized it. We haven't acknowledged it. We still think it's my mind. We may look at the world around us and we may think that everything is God's imagination. We may look inwards and think my inner being is divine, but we forget about the mind and we still think that the mind is ours. So the advice here is a simple and very beautiful one. Just say, "O Parama Purus'a, I offer you my mind. Please accept it." So it's important advice because offering our mind isn't something that would normally occur to us. We may offer our work, we may offer our love, we may offer different things, but it probably doesn't occur in our minds to offer our mind. And secondly, it's probably, if we're going to offer something, it's the last thing that we offer. We offer many different things, but we don't offer our mind. And in another discourse, Sri Sri Anandamurti explains that it is the mind which keeps this feeling of separateness. And he gives this beautiful image of a pot of water in a pond. So there's water in the pot, there's water in the pond, it's all the same water, but it is the pot that is separating the two, and that pot is the individual mind. If you can get rid of the mind, then the waters become one and the separateness disappears. So how to get rid of the mind? And in this discourse, we are being given a very simple way to do that. Just say that simple phrase, "O Parama Purus'a, I offer my mind to you. Please accept it." Now, like many of the pieces of advice that Sri Sri Anandamurti gives, it may not be possible to catch it and feel the result of it immediately. It needs to be something that you repeat to yourself or you practice again and again for weeks or months, and then you start to catch the value and the beauty of it. For the last couple of weeks after I read this, and when I first read it, I just, I could understand something about it, but I just didn't relate to it that much. But somehow this time I connected with it a bit more. And so for the last few weeks I've been practicing this phrase whenever I can remember it. "O Parama Purus'a, I offer you my mind, please accept it." And what I find is that it immediately gives a beautiful sense of surrender. It gives a feeling of closeness. I can feel that it's effective, that it has some power. So that's what I wanted to share. Please try it out, at least for some weeks. And I'm sure, like me, you'll find that will bring something special and something beautiful. It's a beautiful mindfulness practice to use throughout the day. And whenever you remember it, you'll find that you feel a little bit more surrendered. And all of our feeling of stress basically comes because we're forgetting to let go of our minds and offer our minds. I hope you found that useful. Namaskar. Have a good week.